Hello and welcome to How to Use AWeber. My name is Terri Bork and I'm a divorced mom of two amazing teenagers. I became involved in social media marketing because an income cap was placed on me by corporate America, and the only way for me to provide for my family and be do and have everything that I wanted was to forge my own path. This is video 4 in our 7-part series on how to set up your AWeber account. If you've missed any of the previous tutorials, please review those before you continue on with this one. When you complete the 7 tutorials, you should have your email campaign set up and ready to go. So let's review what we've done so far and then where we're actually headed. Okay, on our first class, we talked about why you would want to have an AWeber account, and we set up your account. Then we created a confirmation email. Then we created your welcome email. Then we talked about creating follow-up messages, and that's going to happen again on this video. Then we're going to create your broadcast message. We will create a web form, and finally we'll become an affiliate with AWeber so that when we share this opportunity with other people, we can generate an additional stream of income for ourselves. Let's talk about the differences between follow-up and broadcast messages. Autoresponder messages are sent to our leads on a periodic basis. We determine the interval between each message, and we write these messages in advance, and then we set them up to go out automatically. A broadcast message is not sent to your lead on a predetermined basis. This type of message is used to announce a special event, such as a webinar, to promote a special product, or to provide your lead with value-based information, such as an article that you've written. To give you a brief overview of how I view autoresponder and broadcast messages, the objective in social media marketing is to attract leads to you from your target market. You need to be extremely familiar with your target market. Let's say you're a former mortgage broker, and your target market could be other mortgage brokers who are looking for alternative income sources. You should know the challenges that these people are struggling with, the issues that keep them up at night, the questions they have, what they're striving for, and what their goals are. Autoresponder and broadcast messages should be designed in a way that gives out the information that they need to be successful. It should answer their questions. Both autoresponder and broadcast messages are extremely important, and they're part of the relationship building process because they provide your lead with value-based information. By answering your clients' questions, people come to trust you. They see you as a leader and someone who can guide them to where they want to go and can appreciate that you're there to help them, not to push your products on them. You will reach a point where it's appropriate to introduce your product or service to them, but certainly not up front. So it's for this reason that your first few messages be geared at helping your prospect, not toward promotional opportunities. Lay out your groundwork, and then your lead will come to you and ask what you're doing, and now they're chasing you as opposed to you chasing them. And you will feel in your target market when it's appropriate to get to that next level and have them buy your product. And the way I do it is I usually send about 4 value-based non-promotional messages, and then I send out a value-based message with a link to an affiliate product that I might offer. I might then send them 2 or 3 more value-based messages before I send them another message with a link to another product. And that's how I build my relationship with my leads. So let's review what we've done so far in our series to kind of keep you up with the process. We created our opt-in page. Our people have clicked on the link, or they double-clicked on that if they're a double opt-in, and got our confirmation email. We then sent them a first follow-up email welcoming him to the process, and now we're going to go and create the next in the series. So let's head on back over to our AWeber account right now, and you'll see we've created our first message. Alright, one thing I want to point out before we go forward is the current list. Right now we're working in barkery. We're working on a product for people who have dogs and we want to stop them from barking. Make sure if it's not on barkery that you bring up whatever it is that you're creating if you don't want to be creating messages for the wrong list. So you have the drop in, you can always go ahead and select the right area. So let's go ahead and add our follow-up message. Okay, again, it's going to look like the welcome email that we sent to our client. So remember, what we did was we personalized it first. So we're going to say first name fix. I don't know why AWeber does this for me. And then we're going to tell them what it is. The first step in Bork control. Okay, so, and then my comma, whatever it is that you're sending out to them. And spelling is important, so let me just correct that. F-I-R-S-D. The first step in Bork control. Again, my HTML message, this is when I am sending out a message with a banner or photos or something like that. I would work in here. Most of my messages are done in the text area. Now, if you remember, the way that I work it is I either type directly in my plain text or I paste in from my notepad. So let me go over to notepad and copy and paste in here. Hold on one moment. Okay, I've copied my information from my notepad, which is down here. Okay, I'm going to highlight all of this, copy it, and I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to personalize this one more time. Hi, first name, personalize right here, first name fix, and then comma, come down twice, and I'm going to paste right into my plain text message. Again, you're going to notice that my typing has gone over here to the other side of the blue line. That's fine. What we're going to want to do is highlight all of it and wrap our long lines so that everything is to the left of this blue line right here. Okay, and we're all set to go. Now, if I had a file that I want to attach, I could do it at this point. Interval, this is very important. This is message number 2, and it automatically defaults, as you can see here, to 4 days. Okay, I don't want to send something 4 days later because I'm trying to develop a relationship with this person in the very beginning. So I want to stay in constant contact without being burdensome. So I'm going to change the day to 1. Now, you can send as many messages as you want, and you can send them for as many times as you want. Try just to remember not to be too spammy. Okay, so mine is going out tomorrow. I can deliver it at a certain time. I just leave that blank. Track the clicks. I can track to see how many people are actually opening up my email message. So I'm going to leave this default on check. I could preview my message, and right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my message. I usually don't preview it until later. So it's going out, it's verifying my website link, and it's making sure that everything is okay, and everything worked out terrific. So now I'm over here back to my messages, and it tells me my message was saved. So I can see right now I've got 2 messages. Intervals for this one is showing 1. That means it'll go out the next day after they get my welcome. It is text. Okay, here's what my thing is called. My spam. Again, we want to make sure that we're keeping this under 5. If it's over 5, we can go back in and see where it's being too spammy so that we don't annoy people. Test. This is where we're going to go in and we're going to send ourselves an email so we can check to make sure all our links are working correctly. So in here I'll enter my personal email address to send. This tells me which one am I want to send to myself. Do I want to send all of them to me, or which one of the 2? Okay, and then because we've personalized it with that first name fix, I can go ahead and actually enter in my name in here so I can make sure that everything is working correctly. Okay, and that's it. We've actually finished creating our follow-up messages. You can generate as many autoresponded messages as you want, and they will go out at the interval which you specify. And this concludes this autoresponder series on your follow-up messages. On our next tutorial, we'll do the broadcast message, and since you're now familiar with how they're different from a follow-up message. If you have any questions, please contact me. My number 813-863-1452. And again, if you found this tutorial to be helpful, please share it with a friend. My name is Terri Bork. Till we meet again, make it a great day.